bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. A court ruling in the case of suspended BUT President Belinda Wilson paves the way for elections for the remaining 4 positions by early next month. Tonight, the top union official on Grand Bahama is weighing in on the court's decision. Area Vice President of the Bahamas Union of Teachers, Quintin LaRota, says last week's court ruling was not a victory for former President Belinda Wilson. Justice Ian Winder ruled that elections be held for the posts of President, Treasurer, and Trustee by April 7th this year. And although he ordered that Wilson and the other suspended officers be placed on the ballot, Justice Winder ruled against their other 3 requests.
She requested reinstatement for her, Lorraine Knowles, and Miss Pintard Monroe in the positions that they serve in. That was denied by the court. She requested salary, which I think is the most ludicrous request, that in the last 6-7 months, while she had no office in the union, was not serving the union in any capacity, she wanted the court to award her a salary. The court said no to that as well. We had a special general meeting that elected some committees to serve in the union. She requested that the courts make all those committees null and void. That was rejected by the court.
He says during Wilson's absence, the union has made significant progress.
When Belinda Wilson was first suspended, we were in the middle of negotiations. In her absence, we concluded those negotiations and got a better deal for the teachers than she could have ever gotten. We used our intelligence, we used our negotiation skills, we used inherent goodwill that people have for their teachers anyway, and we secured a far better deal than was secured last time. There have been outstanding HR matters, but in her absence, we resolved many of them, totaling at least probably $1.5 to $2 million.
The union executive says the record will show that since Wilson was suspended, the executive team has been working to secure good benefits for its members.
Belinda Wilson was first suspended because she spent the pension fund money that was supposed to be set aside for pension. So, and that to the tune of almost about $1 million. We gone from having the money spent from a pension fund to establishing a real pension plan, pension unit that run independently of the BUT, with its own office, with its own staff, that members are benefiting from.
He adds that the union was able to complete its multi-purpose building in Grand Bahama with no cost overrun.
The Grand Bahama building, when she was suspended, was left uncompleted and amidst controversy caused by herself. Grand Bahama building is now open, it's functioning, and we've been able to even recoup some of the funds that were overpaid.
The president of the State University of New York, SUNY Maritime College, visited the Bahamas recently. While on Grand Bahama, he met with students involved in the Maritime Cadet Corps program. Natalie Martinborough has the details.
There's growing interest in the maritime industry as scores of high school students are enrolled in the Bahamas Maritime Cadet Corps. Classes are held at St. George's High School, and students heard from the president of State University of New York, SUNY Maritime College. Program coordinator Clayton Curtis says 40% of the cadets are interested in studying at the New York-based institution, but there are some concerns.
Challenges, of course, because it can be cost prohibitive to attend the university, but they've come up with creative ways working with the new University of the Bahamas as well as the LJM Maritime Academy in Nassau. So these are the things that we're discussing presently, and as soon as the details are released, the students will be brought up to date so they will know what avenues to take, whether they go from here and do 4 years in New York or do 2 years here and then do 2 years up in New York. So we're developing innovative strategies to make it more feasible.
College President Michael Alfutas had a lively exchange with the students. College officials were in Grand Bahama on a recruitment drive back in November 2015, and since then, the college has seen a slight decrease in enrollment from Grand Bahama. He's hoping this visit will make a difference.
So we're down here talking to people about, how can we make Maritime College more affordable, more accessible for more students in the Bahamas. Students in the Bahamas do so well at the school. They're top academically, they're top leaders. They go on to have great careers down here in the Bahamas. So we like to recruit more students from the Bahamas, but we know we need to help them by making it more accessible and more affordable. So we're exploring ways on how we can do that.
Grand Bahama students appear to be interested in SUNY, and Alfreda says, while it may be a bit costly, options are available.
It's a challenge for international students to be able to come to Maritime College because they have to pay full out-of-state tuition, and then the additional cost of being in our license program, paying for uniforms, paying for summers at sea on our training ship, all add up it becomes very expensive. So our tuition for out-of-state students is about $13,000 for the year. Room and board probably adds about another $10,000 a year to that. So all in, you're probably about $25,000 a year. But we're looking at trying to find ways of, helping to make that more affordable, through some other opportunities. And we do provide scholarship support for us. Once the Bahamian students get there.
The college offers school support as well as jobs on campus to help with tuition. Natalie Martinborough, ZNS Network News.
It's time now to ask the doctor.
This is Ask the Doctor. This year, March 9th is World Kidney Day. As a nephrologist, which is a doctor that specializes in hypertension and diseases of the kidney, I strive to raise awareness of kidney disease and the importance of prevention and early detection. Kidney diseases are silent killers and can largely affect your quality of life. The role of the kidneys are to remove excess waste, excess fluid, and drugs from your body, produce erythropoietin, the chemical needed to make red blood cells and prevent anemia, regulate bone metabolism, regulate blood pressure, and maintain fluid, electrolyte, and acid balance. In the Bahamas, like most countries worldwide, diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure and is the most common diagnosis for those persons on dialysis. Hypertension follows closely behind as the second leading cause. Because of this, prevention strategies are enforced to help decrease the incidence of kidney disease or failure worldwide. So during this month, we call on everyone to check with your doctor to determine if you are at risk for kidney disease. If you have questions about your kidneys, please drop them in my question box at the hospital or at any of our community clinics. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Don't go away. Megan Shepherd is up next with sports.